What's going on, Crypto Warriors? This is Bitcoin Zay here with another tutorial for KRB Digital Assets Group. And today we are taking a look at Cryptohopper again. If you viewed the first two tutorials we did, we actually discussed Cryptohopper's trading bot, the ability to use different platforms such as Bittrex, which you can see here, which I've started to use in order to have a trading bot. And the first month we wanted to test some of the hoppers, see how they would do. And as you can see, first month not so good. I mean, it lost 1% over the month. One of the things, from a risk standpoint, I do have only 3 that I started with just to see how to test it. Back tested it, and it gave me about a 1% gain, so it's off by a small amount. But this entire month, if you look, from a market standpoint, the entire market's lost about 23% this month. So 1% loss isn't too bad. However, a lot of these coins are sitting right on support after a huge dump the last couple weeks. A lot of them are starting to recover. So this is the time you want to start configuring your bots because they work best in a bull market, like we discussed before. So if you go to your config, just started a new configuration, which we will test. Some of the coins I have: Litecoin, Dash, Monero, Digibyte, Ripple, Geo, and as you can see, all of these coins have been discussed except Geo. Maybe I think we haven't discussed Geo coin, but it is one of those coins that pumps every now and then, so do want to have that bot working just in case. The strategy, RSI strategy, with altcoins, it's not very hard to trade them because they mostly follow patterns because it's low liquidity. RSI is one of those things. Whenever it hits anywhere lower than 30, it's almost a guaranteed buy, guaranteed to go up at least for a small amount of time. And so you definitely use an RSI. I use it on the 1 hour candles. If it goes below that on the 1 hour candle, pretty good bet for a small pump or at least a little bit of a small gain on a retrace. RSI length 14 days is what I usually use. The threshold usually is 20. Default I use 25 just because if it gets below 30, usually it's pretty good. However, I don't want to put it at 30 because a lot of times there can be bull traps, and I try and keep it a little bit lower just in case. Percentage profit, I'm looking for 10% whenever I do these trades. And if you look at a lot of coins today, looking at a few, there's about 3 or 4 coins that have gained 10% today, just today. So, and that's on a lot of them on Binance. So hopefully you can get one on there once they enable one other than Tether. Ticker rate, highest bid, lowest ask. I keep the percentage lower bid and higher ask. I kept them at 0.5. I took out the trailing stop loss just for now because usually you only want to enact it once you have sort of gains to go. Took out dollar cost averaging down right now because, like I said, it's a pretty good spot to get in at, and I definitely want to get these prices. Changed the time sale to an hour because, like I said, we have an hour candle, so when I actually have that time for the position to be open, if something changes, I think the default is 6 minutes. That's a little too short for me. And then, as you can see, the different percentages I put per coin, percentage buy amount. That's the size of your order. So it'll never be more than 10% of my stack for any of these coins. I know some people use it a little bit lower, but with altcoins, trading with a small amount, you don't want to diversify into 100 coins. You usually want to keep it at 10. So 10% is pretty good because it'll only get up to about 10 coins that it'll buy. Maximum allocated is 0.01. Like I said, that's 10% of what I've started with. And the minimum Bitcoin amount per order, at least 0.005. That's just my threshold to start. So we'll take a look, and then actually we'll do another monthly look at it at the end of June to see how we're doing. But with these hoppers, there's no guarantee that you make profit. However, one of the things I do like is you can basically set your risk up to a certain amount. Because like I said, we lost 1%, or I lost 1% on this testing this bot. However, if the overall market loses 23 and you only lost 1%, that's not too bad. However, next month looking for some big gains because the overall market recovers the same way that it doesn't lose as much. It gains more than most people do. It hops from coin to coin and actually trades for you. So good thing to see there. If we look at some of the charts for some of these coming up, like I said, a lot of these are starting to sit on support. And if you see RSI wise, once it gets down in there on the hour, you can usually see a bounce, small bounce usually on the hourly. So if you look through the different coins, look through at the hourly, just for scalping reasons. Overall, you usually look at 4 hour and the daily and the weekly, but for scalping purposes, usually look at the hourly, and we should be able to get some good profits next month. Once again, thanks for watching, and if you need any help with configurations, let me know. I will be playing around with it more because, like I said, this is a long-term thing where you can actually have these working for you for forever, basically. So definitely let me know if you have any questions. I'll answer them to the best of my ability, and good luck trading out there, warriors. Have a good one.